Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty. Today is Sunday, November 19th, 2023. And this is our weekly message. We are going to be pulling 3 cards, and I am going to invite you to decide if you would like to go with card number 1 or card number 2 or card number 3. So let me pull those out. And then always, if you've been listening to the messages for a while now, you know that what ends up happening is as we pull 1, 2, and 3 and turn them over and start talking about them, a message unfolds with the 3 cards. So if you choose a number, if you decide to choose a number, that card is more relevant to you than the other 2. So pay attention to that card. But overall, this is a general reading, and all of it will be relevant to you. And I ask you to take what resonates and let go of the rest. Don't try to fit it into your life. But if something is making sense to you, continue on with listening, because this card reading is for you. We're heading into Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you and your family and your loved ones. And keep track of my Instagram, because I will be sending out actually I'm going to be doing them on Saturday, Small Business Saturday deals. So take notice if you want to buy gift certificates, which I have right here. I offer gift certificates, which you could purchase as a gift for others. I also have here, which I would like to share with you guys, is what I do, which is a soul healing forecast, which is an outlook for 2024. And we do your word of the year. We go month to month. And we also look at your personal numerology number, and we discuss that as well. It's very in-depth and it's very accurate. And when we're doing it, you don't really realize what is actually, some of what is actually going to mean until you get to that month. And then when you reread the month and you see what comes through with the archangel that's working with you and the messages that come through, it is amazing. And anyone that has had this done for them, and in the comments, if you would like, how it has helped you, because it really helps. It helps me as well. I do it for myself as well. So decide now if you want to go with 1, 2, or 3, and let's begin with our first card, card number 1. Whew. So wedding. Marriage is the union of 2 souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith and love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love. Of course, now, if you chose card number 1 and you're getting married, this is validating that. But there's more to this card than just that, and it's really marrying yourself, or committing you to yourself, to your higher self, to taking better care of yourself, to doing the things that you need to do to help and serve yourself. Perhaps it's marrying and committing yourself to your faith and to your values and not wavering in them. And if you have this connection with God, making it stronger. And if you don't have a connection, maybe you would like to get a connection with God. But most importantly, the inner version of yourself, the higher self, the inner voice is wanting to work with you. And perhaps you're not even listening to that inner voice, or you're too busy going all day long, not focusing on your inner voice, not going inward. And this card is asking you to slow down and to begin to go inward. If you're in a relationship with a partner, this card is signifying for you that you are going to be further working on this commitment with this person. And of course, what comes with any wedding, whether it is to yourself or it is to another, or it is to God, it's having the love and having the respect and having the commitment to the relationship, and not allowing any other outside influences to distract you from that connection. And so if we talk about the commitment to ourselves, what distracts you, takes you out of the game when it comes to taking or committing further to connecting with yourself? These are all questions to be asking yourself if you chose card number 1. There's a lot of healing in even asking yourself those questions. And this today is coming in strong for you because it's really asking you to surrender to what has been holding you back. Because at the end of the day, anything that's holding you back is not serving you for your highest good. And this card is asking you to really tune into your inner guide and see what is next for you and what you can commit to next to grow yourself. That is card number 1. Card number 2, entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyal by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Okay, so if you chose card number 2, you might be thinking, what does this have to do with anything? Especially if you're someone that has a job right now. But there is a passion inside of you, a fire inside of you, if you see that card and you see that fire, that is asking to be lit up. And just because this card comes up and says entrepreneur, it doesn't mean you better quit your job and go create a business. That's not what it's saying. But if that resonates with you, then definitely do it. We're in a time right now in society where, we were to believe that you go to school, you go to college, you get a job, and that's it. You work for someone else. But over the last several years, you have been seeing the idea of working for yourself is just as productive, if not more productive, than working for someone. And in many cases, you might work for someone or work in a career, but then you also have a side business that is the passion that lights your fire. And then also there's the idea of multiple streams of income, because one income just isn't enough. And whether you're like someone who's creating business after business after business, or you're working for someone in a business, but then you're going off on your own and creating a whole different variety of ideas. It could even be writing a book or creating a podcast or creating an app or something like that that's bringing in streams of income. It could be doing videos like this, because oftentimes when you really get viral or you get a lot of views, you can make money from the social media accounts. So there's so many ways to bring in multiple streams of income. And if you chose card number 2, there's a fire inside of you that is wanting to light up, and it hasn't been fully lit yet. And this card is asking you to do that for yourself. So think about that. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, but maybe sit quietly with yourself and wonder, what is it that my inside, my creative side, is asking me to create? And who knows, maybe from creating that, you will create a major stream of income, or at least some other form of a stream of income. That's card number 2. Card number 3 is joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible level. And if we look at the 2 cards before that, the wedding card and the entrepreneur card, both cards are creative. And with creativity comes joy. So surrendering to your creativity, when you allow your imagination to soar and you stay open to creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem, this is the energy that comes from it, the energy of joy. And if you chose card number 3, you're really being asked to let go of anything that you fear at this time and step into things that you can celebrate and focus on that will bring you more joy. So instead of focusing on problems, focusing on solutions. And if we are reading the cards across, these steps you might take are going to get you to this place. And maybe you have not been feeling this for a while now. But forgetting the word entrepreneur, forgetting the word wedding, what it's saying is that when you step into the passion inside of you, that is creativity. And the Archangel Gabriel is the archangel that can help you to birth something creative. What you will come out feeling is joy, is happiness, is faith, is trust. Because when you see when you start doing the work, could be the inner work too. Don't get confused with outside work. It could also be doing the inner work. But when you start doing the work and you start seeing the magic that comes from the work, for example, for me, when I started doing the work, was the inner work, and started seeing results or signs coming from the angels from doing the inner work, and then saw it in the work that I produced doing the outer work, which was the card readings, which was the videos, which was the creating the workshops. And I saw the results and the results that other people were receiving from the work that I created. It brought me a lot of joy, but it also brought me a lot of wow. A lot of, I can't believe the magic that comes from this. And the more that I committed to doing the entrepreneurial work, and I didn't get distracted from outside stuff, the more I saw it. And there's a lot of people, I also want to touch on this card also. There's a lot of people that have been coming lately for sessions, and they really want to do this, but they're afraid because they're afraid to take that step because they feel like it's not going to make income. And if you already put that thought out there, that's what you're going to receive. But if you marry yourself to the actual thought that it could potentially create a lot of income, it may not come overnight. It may be another stream of income while you're creating whatever it is you're creating. But if you can sit in the idea or the energy of the fact that it will create something, you will feel more of this and less of the negative possibility that it won't work. Because if you believe it won't work, it won't. But if you believe it will work, it will. And one of the things that you need to have in the process is patience. So this is a really happy and really creative reading for us today. And essentially what it's asking us to do is to kind of drop the fears that we might have about what it is that we really want to do and just begin doing it. And dream of the abundance that will come to you, because what you can create will come into reality. Dream of the abundance that will come towards you. Allow it to come towards you. Receive it. And because we're on this idea, because I feel like what we're talking about today really is finances, because sometimes we step away from what we really are passionate about because we're afraid it won't bring us the income. And remember that money is, this is funny, what is coming up. Money is an energy. Remember that. This is the card that comes up. Own your own business, which is the same thing as that. So, start a business full or part-time, work on commission, get a percentage of revenue or company profits, or get stock options. The vast majority of millionaires became rich by being in their own business. Because you know what? What ends up happening when you work for someone else, you burn out because it doesn't remain in alignment with you. And a lot of people stay in a job longer than they should because they don't understand the idea that the energy or your frequency or your vibration changes, and with that it changes and it's time to move on. So whatever that means for you in today's reading, I want you to think bigger. I want you to think that you can create whatever it is that you have a passion inside of you to create. And this reading is not telling you to go quit your job and just do it and be all willy-nilly, but it's telling you to take a risk on yourself. Because when you come to the other side, you may not receive immediately the abundance of financials, but you will receive the wealth and abundance of everything else that comes with being creative and birthing something. So I hope that this message helps you guys today. I'm very grateful for all of you that watch these videos and that come for readings and that believe in the magic of working with Reiki and working with the archangels, the guardian angels, the spirit guides, God, the ascended masters, and of course, me. I wish you guys a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.